Darth Vader lightsaber just sold for $3.6 million. This is the exact dueling lightsaber used not just in The Empire Strikes Back, but again in Return of the Jedi, in that final throne room duel in front of the Emperor. Let's get into it. Hi guys, it's Tapester here, and if you're into pop culture collectibles, you're in the right place. I track the biggest sales, the rarest items, and the lots that stop collectors in their tracks. Today, I'm looking at the top 10 most expensive Star Wars props sold at auction. Let's do it. First up, we have a Darth Vader promotional costume. Made for touring appearances, it wasn't even in the movies, but Vader's helmet was used in the photo shoot for this Empire Strikes Back poster, and it's been matched through tiny imperfections in the finish. So this costume didn't appear on screen, but it played a big part in the marketing and would have set you back a sweet $287,500 back in 2020. At number 9, we have the Biker Scout helmet, designed because the original Stormtrooper armor was thought to be too stiff for a forest environment, so they redesigned the whole thing for movement. Did you know the visor is based on horse blinders to stop the rider from getting distracted at speed? And this is one of only around 30 made for filming Return of the Jedi. Inside is marked Blue Harvest, the fake working title used to keep production a secret. It fetched a whopping $315,000 in 2024. These are not the droids you're looking for. At number 8, the Stormtrooper helmet. This is the Stormtrooper helmet from that Move Along scene. This exact helmet is matched through the unique paintwork on the teeth. Paint runs on the sides, cracks, even the shape of the hand-cut eye holes. Original props from A New Hope are particularly rare, and when this one went up for sale in 2024, it fetched £327,600. At number 7, we have Luke Skywalker's Medal of Yavin. Only 2 were made, and here's the interesting bit. The crew didn't keep track on which one was which. So during rehearsals and filming, Luke and Han swapped medals back and forth. This one is screen matched to Luke in the final scene, but also appears on Harrison Ford in behind-the-scenes photos, and it fetched $378,000 in 2025. At number 6, we have Boba Fett's blaster, built from a real 1917 flare pistol. The pistol's serial number is how Propstore confirmed it as the one used on screen. After filming, it was stripped back just to the flare pistol. Everything else you see now, the scope, the greebles, has been carefully rebuilt to match how it looked on screen. But that didn't stop someone paying nearly £500,000 when it sold in 2025. At number 5, my favourite, the TIE Fighter pilot helmet. Only 14 were made for the making of Star Wars, and this is the only one with a hand-painted silver stripe running over the top, screen matched to the TIE Fighter pilot seen during the attack on the Millennium Falcon. It might be plastic, but this helmet would have set you back £541,800 in 2023. At number 4, we have the Bowcaster, Chewie's Bowcaster. This is believed to be the only one used across all 3 films. But here's the detail. It kept being stripped and rebuilt between movies, completely redressed for the holiday special, then reused again for The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And in Jedi, they actually bolted part of a real Sten submachine gun into the back to extend it for Peter Mayhew's height. Chewie's Bowcaster needs its own biography, and someone paid a whopping $768,600 for it back in 2025. At number 3, we have C-3PO's head. This version is specifically from The Empire Strikes Back, and you can tell because the details were changed from the first film. Instead of separate metal parts, everything was cast in fiberglass. Even the way it locks together changed. Quick-release fittings instead of threaded bolts. And the eyes? They were wide so they wouldn't blind actor Anthony Daniels, with tiny hidden viewing ports behind the lights. It recently sold for over $1 million. At number 2, we have the Red Leader X-Wing model. This is a pyro model, meaning it was built to be blown up, except this one wasn't. In A New Hope, this model is seen sparking after an explosion on the back of an engine, but it remained intact, which is why it still exists today, and it was later adapted and reused for Red 3, but only appeared in the film as Red Leader. It fetched a mind-blowing $2.39 million in 2022. Finally, at number 1, we have Darth Vader's Duelling Lightsaber. This is the actual stunt saber used by Dave Prowse and stunt performer Bob Anderson, not only in The Empire Strikes Back, but also Return of the Jedi, in Vader's final duel with Luke on the Death Star. The blade was a wooden rod painted white, originally coated in reflective material, so animators could later trace it to give it its infamous red glow. It sold in 2025 for $3.65 million, making it the most expensive Star Wars prop ever sold at auction. Man. So those are the top 10 Star Wars props ever sold at auction. If there's a sale or a film you want me to check out, drop me a comment. And if you want more deep dives into memorabilia, sales and props, hit subscribe.